So first to the cause of loss, looks like the original dishwasher is still in place, and we can see the flooring is swollen. Taking this little piece off here, and so there's a bit of a vapor barrier back there, and that is what protected the water from going all the way down. Few concerns within the house. So in this particular situation, the flooring goes under some of the cabinets, including these right here. And talking to Dawn and the flooring company, end of the roll, both are telling me that these cabinets need to come out. There is no way just to detach because the flooring goes right underneath. The client remembers that during the house build, this particular cabinet for the island did come in later, but because the cabinets were ready, they wanted to go ahead and get it done. So it is not a standard installation, but that is how it was done in this particular situation. So some concerns outside of that is we have a custom quartz countertop and is nice and sealed. So when it comes off, someone's got to be very careful to make sure that it's all removed extremely carefully. This butts right up into the tile, and there's a bit of a mortar line back there for the grout. And so hopefully that will not have any problems. A lot of trim. This trim has been discontinued for a number of years. If one trim breaks, this is going to be custom made. Here in Lloydminster and the surrounding area, there's no one that custom makes this trim. This is the profile. There is a company out of Edmonton that makes this trim. If it is necessary, we cannot guarantee breakage beyond our best control. Everything else is fairly self-explanatory. Plinth locks, closet space. I'm not going to open that closet. There's photographs of it. There is currently a bed in there that we had to move for our investigation. Flooring waste. Why is there so much flooring? So where these curves take place, there's nowhere to use that flooring. You can't take the pieces there and just assume they're going to work here, and the flooring installer will not do that. So there is a lot of flooring waste because of the curvature of the cabinets, because of the custom design of the home. Flooring did tuck in nicely underneath the fireplace feature here, so I don't think that's going to be a concern back here. The cabinet maker could not remember this particular piece. His current proposal is to try to release the toe kick on the bottom, and if it breaks or something else happens, these cabinets were not made to be taken apart. They were made to stay in here for the life of the home. So he is quoting only to detach that bottom section right now. It might need to come out. We don't know. He could not remember if the flooring went underneath there or not, and the homeowner could not remember. They remember certain things that they could not remember. Again, curvature, curvature, curvature. A lot of flooring waste all the way around. Pieces popped off here. Looks like we should have some good clean gap lines when it comes out. So hopefully no paint damage. Can never guarantee damage to paint beyond our best control. If the paint was still wet when the baseboard went on, that could always cause a concern, but it looks like everything should be fine. So a lot of contents, a lot of heavy items, a lot of fragile items. These are all custom. These are all very heavy, as you can imagine, these bar stools here. This table was assembled in place. It was carried in sections. So when this comes apart, it is not just going to be a standard remove and reset table. It's going to be something that's going to have to be custom handled and cared for while it comes out. I'm going to recommend climate controlled conditions for the contents, especially due to the electronics and some of the other items in here. The sunroom is in question. I cannot answer whether the sunroom is covered or not. I am simply a restoration professional. These are French doors. In my experience, I have seen some insurance companies cover it, but of course, every insurance company has their own direction, and they might have a restriction or a limitation as to where the flooring can go in. Okay, one concern from the flooring. This flooring has been discontinued for many years. It's over 20 years old. New flooring is thinner. This has been confirmed by market end of the roll. When the flooring is going to sit lower, and I cannot get a thicker subfloor to be installed, which would cause so many issues around the fireplace. There's other cabinets that would cause issues to install a subfloor. I'm not convinced this trim can be reused. So I've been checking with a few custom finishers just to see what their thoughts are. But if this flooring, if the new flooring is approved and new flooring goes down and this flooring is all lower, what's going to happen to the gaps for the baseboard? Or do the walls need to be repainted? Is it going to be a custom blend color? Probably. I'm highly concerned about that because they're talking possibly an 1/8 to 1/4 inch difference of what would go down here. Continuing down the hall. So again, a bit of a concern with a few things. This baseboard was scribed into place. You can see there how it's been gently installed over top of the tile as one continuous piece. And so if the flooring now changes height, that might not be usable at all, that piece of baseboard. Possibly looking at some custom baseboard. Flooring does go underneath this cabinet. A few concerns. The flooring went down, this cabinet went on, cabinet gets released, pulled away from the wall. No one is able to tell me if this was installed as one continuous piece or if this was installed after the fact. This veneer, brick veneer, is very thick, very heavy, and does definitely go over top. So the order of installation, because there was a rush with the flooring, this flooring went down first, this cabinet went in second, possibly with this custom tile. This was installed after. Down the hallway, no other real concerns. There is some custom scribing that was completed right in there. So I'm not convinced that that baseboard is even going to be usable. Of course, do our best to take it off, but that could definitely crack. It was intended to be installed once and never taken off and redone. And I'm being told this cabinet does definitely need to come out as well. This closet kind of repeats what the other one is. Lots of contents, lots of contents, lots of contents. And of course, the shelving was installed after the flooring, and there is baseboard back there as well. So that is a bit of an overview for anyone that is interested to take a look. A long time for work. Pack out contents quickly and efficiently. Some are going to have to be climate controlled because of their nature. I did ask the client if it's possible to put a sea can out here with their permission for items that I do not have to climate control. They're in agreement with that. And yes, if anyone has any questions, my information's on the front page. So again, just a high-level overview of what happened. Water damage from a dishwasher. At first glance appeared to only affect the flooring that runs pretty much continuous throughout the entire house. There's custom trim, custom cabinets installed over top of the flooring. A lot of high-value contents, and let's see what we can do. Thanks for watching.